Do you ever feel discouraged when you see others succeed so quickly? Maybe a colleague gets a big promotion in just a few years, or someone you know builds a massive business in a short time. In a fast-paced world filled with the pressure of hustle culture, we often feel like we have to work all the time, race against the clock, and constantly compare our results to others. This belief that you must work harder than everyone else to succeed can lead to exhaustion and eventually burnout, which is a real danger to our long-term mental health. But what if I told you that speed isn't the key to lasting success? What if something else is more important? What if it's consistency? Today, we're going to explore why the idea of "it's okay to be a slow learner, just don't stop growing" is such a powerful mindset that leads to true success. Welcome to Grow Mode On Podcast. Your life is working. The show that helps you explore the path of self-improvement for a better life. The most important part of consistent self-improvement is having the right mindset. Psychologist Carol Dweck explains this with the concept of a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that intelligence, skills, and abilities can be improved through effort. They see mistakes as chances to learn and grow. On the other hand, a fixed mindset makes us believe that our abilities are set in stone and can't be changed. This causes us to fear failure and avoid new challenges. So the first step is to change our mindset. When that voice in your head says, "I can't do it," try changing it to, "I can't do it yet." When you face a challenge, see it as a chance to practice and get better. This will give you the motivation to keep going, even when you don't see immediate results. This brings us to an invisible power called the compound effect. This principle states that huge long-term results come from small, seemingly unimportant actions you do consistently. Think about it. Exercising for 15 minutes a day, reading 10 pages of a self-improvement book a day, learning a new skill for 30 minutes a day. In the first week, or even the first month, you might not see any big changes, which can be discouraging. But after a year or two, these small habits will combine and multiply, creating an incredible difference. This is why we should value the process and consistency more than quick results. To make this clearer, let's look at some examples of successful business leaders who used this mindset. First, Warren Buffett, the master of patience. This legendary investor didn't get rich from gambling or short-term trading. His success came from disciplined value investing, studying and truly understanding a company, investing in good companies at a fair price, and holding them for the long term. His most famous case study is investing in Coca-Cola in 1988, a time when the stock was down after a market crisis. While others saw it as a risky move, Buffett saw an opportunity to buy one of the world's strongest companies at a low price. He held on to that stock for over 36 years. His initial $1 billion investment has now grown to over $28.6 billion. Buffett was never worried about short-term market changes because he believed in time and the power of the compound effect to multiply his returns. Next, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos is another example of someone who believed in a long-term vision. In the early days of Amazon, he was willing to let the company lose money for many years, which seemed crazy to most investors. Instead of focusing on short-term profits, Bezos used that money to build a solid foundation, create a strong delivery network, and invest in innovation. He cared most about creating the best customer experience, and the small, consistent actions he took to build that foundation over the long term eventually multiplied, turning Amazon into the global leader it is today. Finally, Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. Jack Ma's story is truly inspiring. His life was filled with incredible failures. He was rejected from over 30 jobs after college, was the only person not hired at a local KFC, and was rejected from Harvard 10 times. But Jack Ma never gave up. He saw every failure as a lesson to learn from and used it to motivate his constant self-improvement. The quote that best sums up his life is, "Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful." His story proves that success doesn't come from never failing, but from the ability to get back up every time you fall and to keep improving consistently until the power of the compound effect fully takes over. From these three stories, it's clear that speed isn't always the answer. Consistency is what creates great and lasting success. If you're feeling the pressure to rush, ask yourself, am I building something that will last? True success is like growing a tree. You can't make it grow faster by pulling on it. Instead, you have to water it, tend to the soil, and care for it consistently every single day. So, it's okay to be a slow learner, just don't stop growing. Start with small, doable steps. Don't set goals that are too big and overwhelming. Begin with small habits you can do every day, like reading 10 pages of a book, learning 5 new words, or writing a short journal entry. Reward the process. Celebrate yourself for your efforts each day, not just the final outcome. Valuing your effort will keep you motivated to be consistent. Track your progress. Keeping a journal or using a simple app like a habit tracker can help you see even the smallest changes. This is a great way to stay motivated and feel proud of your journey. I hope you enjoy your journey of self-improvement every day. Remember that consistency in every small step will eventually lead to a great destination. Finally, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Joy Up Invest channel to stay updated on our investment and self-improvement content in both Thai and English. See you next time.